Welcome back, troglodytes, to the Trogly's Guitar Show. Today we have Mike's signature guitar that he custom built for himself for a not-so-Fender Friday episode. However, before we learn all about his guitar, don't forget to check out and subscribe to his YouTube channel that he is just launching. Last week we recorded an intro video for him, so I'll go ahead and play that for you now.
Hey guys, welcome to the Mike Needler Music Channel. I'm Mike Needler. I'll be throwing out the music. I've been on 2 national tours with hip-hop groups. I've spent the last 5 years playing guitar on cruise ships. So on this channel, I'm trying to throw out a lot of guitar improv videos because it's my favorite thing to do in the world, and I got so much musical stuff to let out. So I'll put out some covers and some lessons. If there's anything you want to hear, leave it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope to figure out what I'm going to say at the end.
I'm not going to be able to tell you the story of this guitar as well as Mike can, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to him.
What's up, guys? This is the Mike Needler one-of-a-kind model. Built it on Warmoth. I designed it about 6,000 times and had to figure out all the tiny little details. Talked to my luthier friend that works at Sweetwater, who helped me figure out, like, what does the nut width do to how I play? There's like a million different variables that I didn't know off the top of my head, so it was quite a learning process. So it's a roasted maple neck, because I like the maple feel, and I think the roasted just gives it a little extra character, and you never see that anywhere else. The curve of the neck, I have a V neck, the soft V. The reason behind that, basically it comes down to my friend's dad had the coolest guitar I've ever played, and it ended up being it was a Eric Clapton Strat, and it just felt so amazing. It sounded so good, and part of the stratiness of this guitar was trying to recapture that feeling. And I just love the way the flame maple top gets the gradient of the green and the black. It's a maple body and foliated rose in there also. And that was actually one of the big reasons why I decided to build my own guitar instead of buying one. I actually purchased the Guthrie Govan signature Charvel, one of the most beautiful, amazing sounding and feeling guitars I've ever played, but it was $3,700, and every time I'd use the whammy bar, it'd go out of tune. And just like a couple little other things that bothered me, because if I'm dropping that much money, I needed to do exactly what I wanted to do. So basically I decided really what I was looking for in a guitar was a Strat with a foliated rose, so I can dive bomb with impunity. As far as pickups go, I have 2 Marzio HS3. Basically, they're the noiseless single coils, courtesy of Yngwie. In the bridge, I have the Area 61, which I believe is the Texas Special knockoff or whatever. And I just love the versatility. I switched out my pickups for a little while and just put these back in there, and I am loving it. I like the other ones I had. It was the Seymour Duncan Everything X. As you can see, I got a little battery slot right there. Because when I first built this guitar, I had the Eric Clapton 25 decibel mid-gain boost knob. In theory, it sounds like a tube screamer with a fader that you can just kind of like, oh, I want a little bit more of that. And in reality, it's just kind of like mid-muddiness that sucked away the tone, and at least it didn't work with my setup. And I also got some kind of weird feedback anytime I would use these 2 pickups with distortion. I had to get rid of that as soon as possible, and I actually used the luthier that toured with Korn for like 15 years. He's got his own shop out in Long Beach, and so he helped me fix it up and just have a regular setup. Anyway, continuing on. As you can see on the fretboard, I have the shark fin inlay, and the reason for that, my first real guitar, the guitar that I learned how to play and I played for 7 hours a day, 6 days a week, was a like 80s Japanese Ibanez, and it had similar kind of inlays. So that's kind of like my homage to that, plus I just feel more at home with this. On the top of the fretboard I have the mother of pearl glow in the dark inlays, which is super useful on stage when you have like crazy lights and smoke and everything going on, to still be able to see what you're doing on the fretboard. But yeah, so that's yeah, it looks pretty good. So all together with pickups, setup, and everything, I believe I put in almost $3,000 on this guitar. And as far as interesting stories, I have one interesting story with this guitar. It happened on my first cruise contract with the guitar. And I had the, like right now if you can see, I have the Dunlop strap locks. But I was using, I think maybe the Shaler ones. And so I'm playing in a theater of, 1,000 people. And I'm playing a 10-minute rock show where it's just me. So I'm going and playing, and all of a sudden the little thing pops off and I lose my strap lock. And all the washers and everything just go into the crowd. They're lost forever. So I have to continue the rest of my 7 minutes of this, it's called epic rock. So this epic rock solo, and I have to like crank it up on my knee and try to get through. So I switched to the Dunlop strap locks and haven't had any problems since. One other interesting story with this one. I was on tour with a hip hop group, and we were playing up in Michigan, St. Joe, I believe. And so we're rocking on stage. It's finally our turn, headlining band. Everyone's up to the front of the stage, rocking out and stuff. And I see this girl come out of nowhere, hit this other girl in the front row with a taser to the neck. And everything just went nuts from there. And like people were like fighting and stuff, and we're still trying to play our music. And yeah, so that was a pretty good time. That was one of the first shows I used this guitar. I won't forget that one anytime soon.
Now that we know the story behind this guitar, let's go ahead and hear him play it. hope you troglodytes enjoyed this special edition of Not So Fender Friday. Mike has been a tremendous help in getting me caught up on my reviews and has restored the daily upload status as of now. He'll be with us until March until he ships out on his next cruise again. But that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.